Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on two events that happened from Nintendo in the month of August, and those are the Indie World Showcase and of course the rumor that actually true to some extent, another Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcase. So, oh boy, let's just say the good thing about this two event, you got games for the Switch. You got something for the Switch. Gives you reason to get the Switch, but unfortunately, to some extent, some of the Nintendo fans are still not happy. I mean, I don't know how you please. I don't know, man. I mean, I can understand what's going on. For people who don't know what's going on, is that, of course, 2020, unfortunately, the pandemic hits. That's why if you notice, every time they showed their presentation, there's always a disclaimer, hey, you know, some of the games might be delayed because of COVID-19. And one of the things that's lacking as of right now is where are the Nintendo games? The actual first party games. So the latest one that happened was Pikmin 3 Deluxe for the Switch. It's not even going to come out until October of 2020. And then the shocker about this game is that according to Emily Rogers, who's a very good Nintendo insider, that this game was originally planned as a spring/summer release, but something happened and now it's on October. Maybe there's something about that, who knows. But yeah, one of the themes as of right now, the problem, and that's why a lot of these Nintendo fans are not really happy, is the lack of announcement of the first party game. There was a rumor of a Super Mario Brothers 3D collection that's supposed to come. Again, that's a leak from Emily Rogers. A lot of people talking about it, so maybe it is true, but when? And of course, somewhere in September, it's going to be the 35th anniversary of the Super Mario Brothers series. And that's also what's going on there. But with that, I'll talk about more about that later. For now, I want to give my thoughts. First is the Indie World Direct. So, again, the good thing about it, you got games, you got a lot of indie games that's going to be on the Switch. So, again, if you're only Switch owner, you got selection, whatever game that, go for it. So, the two games for me personally that I'm sort of interested is that first is Hades. The game was been out, I think, in the Epic Game Store early access, and then it's exclusive. I have no idea if it's on Steam, but it's now going to be on Switch later this year. So I heard it's a good game, so check it out there. And then of course the last one before they close it is Untitled Goose Game will have a new update, and the update is it will be Untitled Geese Game. So yeah, they're gonna have multiplayer for this game, so there's gonna be another second goose who's gonna be, well, instigating, because that's what the game's all about. And I even posted on Twitter that, hey, will there be a battle royale Untitled Goose Game where you got probably, let's go with 10 goose just instigating the people? I mean, that'll be funny. But the game is fun. Not really my cup of tea, believe it or not. I have tried it, I just couldn't get into it. It's sort of a puzzle travel game because you have to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z for it. But it is fun from what I heard, but I just couldn't get into it. So there are other ones here that it is going to be fun. But like I said, for me personally, I got too many games. But you got something, you know, you got Torchlight 3, now it's on the Switch. There's this game about game development called Takeshi and Hiroshi. A lot of people said it was good. And then finally, I think this game's been out in those other platforms, Subnautica, and then apparently there's a new one called Subnautica Below Zero. Again, whatever, you got something option there, that's always good. So indie games, again, something quick game to, you know, keep you occupied until that big retail game that you want. So again, I don't think it's a bad thing, but you know, it's not a Nintendo Direct yet. But however, there's always been a pattern that when there's an indie showcase, there'll be a Nintendo Direct that follows. Well, there have been rumor about a Nintendo Direct that's supposed to come like the week after that one. Well, it is true. There is a Nintendo Direct, but it's another Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcase. And oh boy, the ratio for likes and dislikes are almost close. I liked it. I think for me personally, I like it what they have. Again, the problem here is a partner showcase. Where is the first party game? And I'm gonna explain that later after my thoughts on the mini direct. First of all, like I said, it's good. They got something for me. And heck, there's not even a controversy with the Japanese one because I think they also have almost the same showcase. First of all, they got games from Square Enix too. So first is a spin-off to Kingdom Hearts called Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. So it's sort of a spin-off. It is a rhythm game, so kind of like the Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest theatrical rhythm game. So again, it's not a real Kingdom Hearts, but at least now the Switch has some sort of Kingdom Hearts. I know it's not the right one, but it is something. So it is supposed to be that it talks once again the whole story of the Kingdom Hearts from Kingdom Hearts 1 all the spin-off to Kingdom Hearts 3. Plus apparently there's some sort of additional story that kind of ties into Kingdom Hearts 3. So that is one of the downside is there is no Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Switch. However, Square Enix did say that they did try it at one point, didn't really work, I couldn't run it. So again, technological problem. So again, kind of sucked. Final Fantasy 15 happened also. But at least you have Kingdom Hearts, something. So another one from Square Enix, I'm just going to skip to that one, is Final Fantasy Saga Collection. So what it is in America they call them the Final Fantasy Legend, but in actuality in Japan it's called Romancing Saga for the Game Boy. There were 3 of them. Now on the Switch, it's a compilation, better graphic to some extent. I mean, it's still the Game Boy, but they are gonna add some new stuff in it, kind of like the Mana Collection. So it's gonna be, from what I heard, people said it was $20. I mean, are they that good? It's okay to what it is, but again, it is again something for Nintendo, for Square Enix there. So yeah, so Square Enix at least showed something there. So another one that got me interested is Taiko no Taijutsu RPG. Yeah, so if you don't know what Taiko Drum is, that's been a rhythm game from Namco Bandai. They have the Taiko Drum. Yeah, a bit of controversy because of song licensing, yada yada yada. Of course, the latest one is only DLC. Plus, if you want to get the Taiko Drum, you gotta import it to Play Asia because they're not gonna bring it because Namco Bandai, you're douchey, Hori, you're douchey. Okay, there's a bit of update about the Taiko Drum. Apparently, Namco Bandai in their website store, you can actually order the Taiko Drum peripheral from Hori, but only for the Switch. So yes, so I know a lot of people complain because I did talk about this in the past about how they release Taiko Drum games, but then you can't order the drum unless you go to Play Asia. But now apparently Namco Bandai store, they're gonna have pre-orders for the Switch Taiko Drum peripheral, but that's it, not the PS4, only the Switch. So if you want a Taiko Drum for the PS4 because you want to play the rhythm game, then you have to go to Play Asia. So that's a bit of the update for the Taiko Drum. Yes, you can actually now get it, but only in the Namco Bandai store. But a different story. So now on the Switch, there's going to be an RPG type element for this Taiko Drum game. And what it is that you play as, of course, the Taiko Drum, Dawn and Dan. I think that's what their name. And you recruit monsters, and then in the rhythm RPG game, you fight the bad guys. That's really it. So it looks sort of interesting, but we have to see if the story is good. Is it going to be more appealing? For me personally, it's all about rhythm game and music, but I mean, if they got music the same as the Japanese and they're not going to put in some weird American music like, just American music, then it might be good there. So another one that I got interested is a sequel to Puyo Puyo Tetris. Yes, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 coming this winter of 2020. So again, the cast of those characters in the game are back, plus new characters, new stuff, new online battles. So I can't wait for that one. I played the first Puyo Puyo Tetris. I liked it. I kind of suck with the Puyo Puyo part, but the Tetris, definitely, I still need to finish the story mode. So now there's a sequel. They're all back there. So that's awesome for me personally. I mean, should they end it with that one? Probably not. They should probably end it with Kingdom Hearts or the Final Fantasy Romancing Saga Collection. But, it is what it is. Of course, there's a Caesar Reel. The only 2 things that they showed that got me interested Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. That's also going to be in the PS4, so can't wait for that one as well. Jump Force Deluxe finally on the Switch. It was a controversy in the past. There were talks and rumors that they couldn't really bring it because of the technological issue, but I guess they managed to do it. Plus, the upside is for $60, you also get the first season pass because the game as of right now in other console, they're cheap. They're literally cheap. I bought it under $20 for me. Maybe there's going to be a showcase, but that'll be a different story there. So there you go. So honorable mention here that probably for someone are one is Fuser, I guess by Harmonix. Again, another rhythm game. So again, don't really care about it. They're the people who did Rock Band. World of Tanks finally going on the Switch. Been out in other console, free to play. Rocky. There's a Rocky game now. It's a boxing game. Looks like an indie title in my opinion. But hey, if you like Rocky, there you go. And then of course, every other year, no matter what, if there was a Ubisoft E3 showcase, I don't remember if they showed this on the Ubisoft online showcase. But you know what, whatever. Just Dance 2021. Why not? Hey, it makes a lot of money, but again, it is what it is there. So overall of the Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase Episode 2, I like it. For me personally, I like it. They have something for Square Enix. Kingdom Hearts is there. Again, it is a spin-off. It just retold the story of the older Kingdom Hearts. However, according to the Direct, there will be something about a bit of new story that's based on Kingdom Hearts 3. Timeline probably is going to be during Kingdom Hearts 3. Taiko Drum RPG looks interesting, but I need more information about that one. Romancing Saga Final Fantasy Legend Game Boy, good. $20 maybe, but I bought the Mana Collection and I hardly played it. Again, I got a lot of games. Plus, Trial Mana came up, the real one, the remix one, and I've been having fun with that one. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, again, it's good, it's fun, at least they have it. I did buy the first one. Yes, sadly, I did get it on a clearance. Whatever, I love cheap games. Don't you like cheap games? I know you guys do. But the bottom line is they do have something. Yeah, the controversy in this one, once again, is where is the actual Nintendo game, okay? What else are they going to have besides Pikmin 3 Deluxe? Where is this Super Mario Brothers collection, 3D collection, whatever you call it? Is there going to be something else? What is their new game? Again, as of right now, the new game that they did have was Paper Mario The Origami King. The game funny may be, unfortunately, a lot of people said, it's not like the 1,000-year door. To Nintendo, remaster that game. I guarantee you people are going to buy that one. What is for Nintendo? There is going to be some sort of meeting at Nintendo this September, so I just have to say that be patient. That's all I'm going to say. Be patient a lot of the whole situation with Nintendo. My bet is that because they're so old school that they don't know how to deal with this new stuff, how to deal with the internet, how to work on. They're so old school that they're having problems. Again, they got to keep in mind, this is the same company that had a hard time developing games in HD. What do you think why in the beginning the Wii U had no whatsoever first-party game? There was a Nintendo drought. Because they didn't realize how making games in HD was hard. They didn't research it. They weren't prepared for it. And probably the same deal with this one is that they don't know how to make games at home. They have to be in the facility. Again, who knows? I don't know. But just to the Nintendo fans who want some sort of first-party game, be patient. Just be patient about it. A lot of this showing at 2020 right now, it sucks. Yes. But you got to keep your expectation low. Be patient. They will have something. Hopefully. If they don't have something for 2020, then yes, you're right. They're probably going to say, hey, we're trying to do everything. We can't do anything about it 2020. We're having a hard time developing games for the Switch. Hey, you got these third-party games. Again, there you go. And in case with the Indie Direct, hey, you got something there. So those are my thoughts on both the Nintendo Indie Showcase and the Nintendo Mini Direct Partner Showcase. It is something. It is, yes, it's not the big Nintendo Direct that people wanted, but at least it's something. Just be patient. That's all I can say. So with that, I'll see you guys later.